One of the things I want to make sure that I do not do is try to guilt you into giving. Another thing I do not want to do is try to put fear in you to give, because those are the wrong reasons why to give. When you truly understand what giving does for you, ain't nobody got to convince you. Nobody should have to convince you, persuade you, influence you to give. When you understand God's character, when you understand God's principles, nobody should have to persuade you into giving. You simply do it and it becomes a way of life. If you're okay staying right where you are, then you continue to stay right where you are. I'm not okay with staying where I am. And I know that my giving, when I increase my giving, God increases his giving to me. I've seen it. I've lived it. And I expect to go back there and then soar above and beyond that. See, the Bible tells us in Luke 6:38, the measure in which we give, it will be measured back to us. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Like, it starts with you. It starts with what you do first. But that's everything. With all of God's principles and all of God's word, it starts with you. What are you going to do to change where you are? You have to take a step. You absolutely have to take a step. And let me tell you, when you truly understand the position of money and where money's supposed to be in your life positionally, then you'll understand that you don't worship it. Don't worship money, because it's a resource that needs to be utilized. I'm not going to ever try to guilt you into giving. I'm not going to ever try to put fear in you to give. If you don't want to give, that's on you. You just allowing yourself to stay where you are. Because how can you receive anything if your hand ain't even open to receive? Your hand is closed, and so you can't receive nothing more. I'm in a season where I'm ready to see God do something different. I'm ready to see God do some things in my life. Like, I already know what my need is. I know what my need is. But I also know that God has plenty to give. Plenty to give. I can't receive if I don't give. I cannot receive if I don't give. And let me tell you, every time that I have given money, I kid you not when I tell you I've always seen more money come in almost immediately. And since I've been in this ministry and I've been giving more to people, it's like as soon as I give, more comes back. More comes back. And so if you really truly understand the dynamic of giving and what it does for your own life, nobody should have to convince you at all. Nobody should have to convince you to give at all. Because if you believe God's word, if you believe God, if you're in his word, if you know what his principles are, you know that God's word is true. You know that God's word will never return to him void or empty. It just blesses your life. Period.